On behalf of all of us, I take great pleasure in inaugurating the officers' mess. I hope this will come to a good use, not only for the uniform staffs, but for everybody. God bless.
Mass reservation app, as was shown, the app will not only ease room booking and
gathered here for a momentous occasion, which is an amalgamation of four things: inauguration of the police officers' mess in Phesama, launching of an app to enable better management of the mess bookings and funding, handing over of the pensionary benefits to the retiring police personnel, and token handing over of the SBI Group life insurance package to the family members of the police personnel who died in harness. I have personally always endeavored to work on the principle that a problem is the beginning of a solution. What could be better if this principle can be aligned with the state government and Honorable Chief Minister of Good Governance? Sir, let me delve into all these projects a bit to explain now. Almost 2 years back, when I discussed with you about the lack of messing facilities for Nagaland police personnel and officers, especially in Dimapur and Kohima, you had immediately agreed to allocate funds for 3 mess facilities. One officer's mess in Chumukadima, one NGO's mess in Chumukadima, and this complex which you have inaugurated today. This, if you would recall, was an old, dilapidated hill-type facility with about 8 rooms, almost unlivable. You agreed to allocate fund, and now this mess has 21 rooms, including 11 suites, which can match some of the better hotels in the capital. This mess complex will have almost 30 rooms now. Hopefully, officers coming for meetings will not have to beg around or stay with friends and relatives when they visit Kohima. This will help build teamwork and camaraderie among officers. It is with pride and satisfaction that I can inform that we have installed prepaid meters for all the suites in this building. On this issue, I would like to request you to kindly consider release of budget for the RRT head for all departments in advance, because then all departments can purchase electricity in advance and start installing prepaid meters. This can be done on a pro rata basis, on a monthly basis if required, like the same manner in which we have been doing the police rations for the past year and a half. Sir, back in 2004-2006, I had investigated a pension scam, almost 160 crores then. Fake pension documents being prepared to defraud the state. We had made some recommendations by putting checks and balances. However, those checks and balances continued mechanically. The result was a nexus of doubts, delays, and harassment of pensioners and the would-be pensioners. Earlier this year, we saw a trading of allegations between various departments and public of delays and corruption. I decided to take charge again and sort out this mess. Over a period of 3 or 4 weeks, I identified the loopholes and re-engineered the process. While the pension papers are processed 6 months before retirement, we directed that for police personnel, all prospective retirees shall be attached to their respective unit headquarters 9 months in ahead of the retirement. Their papers would be completed in the next 3 months and sent to the BHQ 6 months before retirement. However, we realized that despite this, there was slow movement. The reason was apparently that under some instructions, only the GPF was processed in advance, but the leave encashment and superannuation benefits were only processed after retirement. Therefore, for the next 5-6 months, the pension papers kept lying in the BHQ idle, only to be processed after retirement, naturally leading to delays and creation of a system of vested interest. I had meetings with Mr. Varun Aruwalia and Mr. Kahuto from the AG office. And the AG office agreed to process the pension and gratuity documents during this 5 to 6 months period. We had almost 500 cases pending with us and the AG office. In the next 6 months, we have been able to achieve a 91% settlement of pension cases. Almost 95% of superannuating employees till November 2025, their cases of pension have been settled. We have been able to settle cases of about 8 employees who are yet to retire, which means who are going to retire in the month of December yet. And we still have almost 10 working days in this month. I would like to thank the AG office led by Varun and Kahuto and Azhar, and my own officers and staff in the PHQ and units for helping in this endeavor. We hope that in future, with about 40 to 50 cases every month, we should be able to give pensions on a real-time basis and probably on the last week of retirement of every police personnel. However, 2 issues still remain. Leave encashment and the cycle which starts with the annual increment in December. Leave encashment is admissible up to 300 days and not more than 30 days can be added in a year. Moreover, in the last 6 months, a person can only take 180 days of leave. That also he does at a personal loss because he loses money. I would like to request the finance department, and sir, you being in charge of the finance department also, to streamline this process so that even the leave encashment can be given during the last month of the service of the person who is retiring. If there is a fraud in leave encashment, it can definitely not be done in the last 6 months. The leave up to 300 days which gets accumulates over a period of time and not in the last month, because in the last year of service a person will get only 30 days of leave. Similarly, in the last 6 months, nobody can take more than 180 days of leave. So if he has 300 days, 120 days of leave, the Leave Encashment Act can actually be given. So if I can request the state government to consider this leave encashment aspect, it will help the pensioners a lot and their families a lot, because once a person goes on pension, his emoluments get reduced to almost half. So this leave encashment will help them. Similarly, sir, our police personnel are a huge investment, but they stay away from their families for prolonged periods with physical hardships which result in a higher mortality rate than the rest of the government departments. We therefore tied up with the State Bank of India for a corporate salary package. About 23,000 accounts, individual accounts in the SBI, were created into a corporate salary account package in the next 2 months. The State Bank of India agreed to give us a package where, besides other benefits, the State Bank of India group insurance package makes every police personnel dying in harness, that is not dying on active duty, to be eligible for 10 lakhs payout. However, at least 1 month's salary had to be credited to the accounts before the person becomes eligible. In the last 5 months, about 50 police personnel have lost their lives. We have processed about 30 cases, and all of them have started receiving the benefits. 10 cases have been settled, and the families, I also met a few families now, they've got 10 lakh rupees each. So this will bring a lot of succor to the families of the police personnel who have died. Both these measures have brought a lot of relief to the pensioners and family members of the police personnel. Sir, I thank you again for sort of agreeing to me pushing both these things in my meetings with you personally when I've had these meetings. I hope that some of the examples, for example, what we've achieved in the pensions matter, this can be replicated in the other departments also, so that all government employees who are retiring can start getting their pensionary benefits in the last month of their retirement. Thank you very much, sir, for coming and joining us and blessing us on this occasion. And I would also like to thank Mr. Kaitowai and Bashang and Mathang sir for joining us today. I hope our messing facilities will be available for everybody in the state, although we will have sort of a differential rate for police personnel or members of the mess and others. But but it takes a lot of effort to maintain the mess, and also, but anyone who wants to use the mess facilities should be able to use the mess facilities. Welcome to all of you, and thank you very much again. Thank you very much.
Because the strength of our institutions lies not in their processes, but in what those processes make possible for people, please allow me to outline the core pillars of this transformation. The first is digital integration of pension and GPF workflows. Nagaland is now progressing towards a unified end-to-end digital entitlement ecosystem. This includes electronic movement of cases with real-time traceability, secure on-demand access to digitally authorized PPOs and GPOs, audit-ready documentation that strengthens accountability and governance integrity. This transition is redefining the service delivery architecture and embedding transparency by design. Second, citizen-centric interfaces and AI-augmented governance. We are deploying reforms that place the citizen at the center of the system. A robust SMS alert architecture enabling end-to-end information symmetry. DigiLocker integration for GPF annual statements is already on. We soon are going to expand it to ePPOs, eGPOs, and eCPOs. Digitally authenticated, paperless documents enhancing accessibility and reducing transaction friction. The CAG is also leading an AI-augmented leap through AI PARAS, Pension Authorization and Return Case Assessment System. What we will do is we will run overnight batches, AI-driven, to surface root cause diagnostics for potential return cases, auto-generate remediation pathways with precise corrective actions by departments, enforce rule harmonization across departments through standardized decision logic. The impact is going to be enterprise-grade and transformative. Dramatically compressed turnaround times, material reduction in error and return cases, consistent rule-aligned adjudication at scale, and enhanced governance oversight powered by real-time analytics, dashboards, and actionable intelligence. With this, AG Nagaland will not merely be improving its processes, it is building a next-generation AI-native entitlement ecosystem, placing the state at the frontier of digital era public administration and benefits governance. The third is going to be performance momentum and becoming fully current in pension cases, as Director General of Police has stressed. As we embed long-term reforms, we are witnessing measurable improvements. Monthly settlement of pension cases in the office has increased from around 300 in August of 2025 to over 400 cases per month consistently. Our target is clear: to ensure that AG Nagaland becomes and remains fully current in every pension case every month for every retiring employee, ensuring that authorization is completed on or before the date of retirement for every single eligible employee. This reflects optimized workflows, improved throughput, and a sustained commitment to service excellence. And if we can modernize these systems, we can build trust into every step of the process, then we are not just improving administration, we are strengthening the social contract itself. Honorable Chief Minister, ladies and gentlemen, as we honor today's retiring officers, we reaffirm a deeper institutional commitment to create a benefits ecosystem that is responsive, future-proof, truly worthy of the men and women who have dedicated their lives to public service. Pension is not merely a financial transaction, it is the state's final expression of gratitude, respect, and institutional accountability. Our mission is to ensure that every government servant in Nagaland retires with clarity, certainty, and complete confidence in the systems that safeguard their lifelong service. I once again congratulate all pensioners receiving the PPOs today. I also commend the Police Department for its forward-leaning collaboration and acknowledge the leadership of Director General of Police in co-piloting a timelines model that has enabled us to stay absolutely current on police pension authorizations. This joint achievement is a proof of concept for scalable statewide entitlement modernization. Thank you.
DGP sir and AG sir, 39 PPOs, pension payment orders will be handed over. Though these personnel, 39 of them, they've retired from September this year till December. 2 of them have retired in the month of December, and their PPOs are ready to be handed over today. This, as mentioned, through the initiative of our President DGP, this could be made possible, and also with AG office and state government, this was made possible. I hope this trend will continue, thereby decreasing the formalities for getting the benefits by a retiring person. To do us the honor, I would like to request our Honorable CM, accompanied by Sir Kaito, Sir Basang, and Sir Matang on the stage to give out the PPOs to the retiring personnel. Sir. Boy, unit-wise the mati dibo, unit mati ledo pura heavy inaugurated Honorable CM laga hat para abanya la PPO to receive koribi. Number 1, PHQ, type is Hayasan Nakiki. INT Head Constable Imliwati Jamir. CP Dimapur APC Lipok Tushi Ao. DF Kohima Division ase THC secondary aru nai temjong poba. DF Mokchungde Tinjon ase THC temjong sangba UBC I ngang bachang aru havildar au temjan au pura ek bar hebi. DF Woka Constable Opang Salilota. DF Kunsan Tinjon ase Nai Yanu Bachang Havildar Mongshang Kemungan Havildar Chaking Mong Sangdam. DF Monde Division ase UBC Gongsha Punyak aru THC Lopangcheng Sangtam. DF Pek Tinjon ase Havildar Vezote Chagasang, Constable Ramtokyong Yim, Constable Tetoche Puturi. DF Longland, UBC Teje Pom. DF Parent Charunase, Inspector Chu Jang Ao, MTSI Zinimo, Havildar Kari Bazilin, Aru Constable Lenchaba Imchungar. Meluri, Havildar Totsuto Puchuri, UBC Lalsong Kuki. DF Semenu, THC Ponchulorengma. NPTO Taipis Pesunyo Angami. Police Engineering Project Taipis T Asenlao. First NAP Dujanase Havildar Lanusis Ao Aru Constable Shokum Yimchungar. Second NAP Tanpasunase Lens Naik Tapasana Constable Pulena, Constable Imtilong, Constable Vikas Chetri, Aru Constable Mo Temjan. Third NAP, Havildar Tushimong Baao. Fourth NAP, MTI Visako Langami. Talaga, Mrs. Pra represent Guernsey. Fifth NAP, Havildar Tongnilo Apong. Aru Havildar Yancho Kemungan. Last 7 NDP, Constable Itsu Shio Lota. Sir, if you don't mind, we'll continue with the presentation of the salary package. Amin nam mati dibo ahigine sir laga hat pra abunian itu 10 lakhs laga check to abunian mota balwara service police department ke digine dunia chharigine ja to moi Mikey kan lana mati dibo ahigine amian CM sir laga hat pra to 10 lakhs check to receive korle ko ase. SBI Regional Manager, please join us. Srimati Sena, wife of late Robiko Angami. Srimati Ketoli Achumi, wife of late Jetoi Sema. Srimati Nilubinyo Tepa, wife of late Zelhu Silie Kinso. Srimati Lilabini Lotha, wife of late NC Sitaram Sonar. Sir, in one last launching of that Officer Mess app will be done today. The app is online booking of the 4 facilities, which is at Dwarka, Delhi, Police Guest House, Guwahati, this very new mess, Officer Mess, Phesama, and then Nagaland Police Officer Central Mess, Chumugadima. Sir.
It's my pleasure to present a brief technical report on the upgradation of officers' mess at Police New Reserve, Phesama. It was undertaken under SASKI program. The aim of the project is to provide a functional, comfortable, and secure facility for officers, including dining, recreation, accommodation. This project follows established engineering standards, safety norms, with provisions such as firefighting equipment and quality guidelines. This project consists of 3 RCC officers' mess designed to provide improved accommodation and modern facility to our officers. The building has an area of 5,767 square feet with a total floor area of 17,375 square feet. The total project stands at 7 crore 2,87,000. It was funded under SASKI 23-24 Part 1. It was 5 crore. The second phase was 24-25, 2 crore 2,87,000. The work was awarded to G. Rio and Son on 14 August 2023, and the construction commenced on 28 August 2023. The offices mess building comprises of 34 rooms and 26 toilets. Ground floor consists of a conference hall, lobby hall, dining hall with attached hand wash areas, pantry and kitchen with attached storeroom, 5 common toilets with separate facility for the gents and ladies. The first floor consists of a lobby hall, 2 deluxe rooms with attached toilet, 11 single rooms with attached toilet. The second floor consists of 3 DGB suites and 4 suite rooms, 1 deluxe room with all attached toilet. The upgraded facility is envisioned to greatly enhance the living standards, comfort, and functionality of the officers' mess. It reflects our continued commitment to improve police infrastructure and ensuring better working and residential condition for our personnel. May this officers' mess serve our personnel with pride, comfort, purpose for many years to come. Thank you.
Indeed, it is an honor and a moment of pride to be witnessing this significant milestone in the progress and development of our police department, the facilities, which we had just inaugurated. As mentioned, the all officers' mess constructed way back in the 1980s. It has served generations of officers faithfully for more than 40 years. I myself have visited this place and had parties with our friends because I also a contractor in the police engineering project. And it's good to see a new building has come up, facilities created. With the initiative of the government, as mentioned, fund was provided under SASKI Part 1. And as already mentioned by our DGP, funds were provided, and I'm happy that timely completions are there. Because SASKI is, you have to spend the money within the financial year. If you default, then the state has to pay a penalty. Or if you want to continue, the next year, Part 1 on tide, you have to spend from there. That's how, it's not like other days where you have money with you and you can keep in the department and continue to spend as slow as you want, not as fast as you want. So I'm happy that newly constructed office mess stands today as a proud symbol of progress, vision, and commitment. I also give my appreciation to our DGP for his initiatives. And while inaugurating this, I was not aware that our Deputy CM is not available today. Only when this last evening I went through the program, his name was not there. So I gave a telephone call to him, and he said he's in his village because of one of his brother's children's wedding. So I said, no, I feel bad that you're not here. You invited me, so I said agreed. But I thought that Christmas, New Year is coming and people already are in the mood of holidays. So I thought we should do quick. But this was not brought to notice that he is absent. Anyway, I talked to him and I'm happy that you have mentioned his name there. So it's a virtual inauguration because I had thoroughly discussed with him, and after talking, I feel that it should be okay with my friends with me to inaugurate this police officers' mess. As mentioned, works done and any constructions. You can do works, but you should supervise carefully, and then quality control should be there. We have a quality control board, but it is not being very active. But anyway, your police, you are a very needed, tight family, so I'm glad that you have done well, and I appreciate the contractors also. As mentioned, in my youth, I was also a businessman and a class 1 conductor. So my father used to work mostly in PWD, but I was working very closely with the police engineering projects because the engineers there were more of my friends, like Mr. Nair, Mr. Obang Longchari. So I work even up in the 5th NAB pack because when he travel, he don't want to travel alone. So we go together, and he used to give me works, and I did a lot of works in PEC 5th NAP also, and we did works in Chumugadima, this Phesama, and Phesama, like that. I remember we had made an emergency working road in Chumugadima because one night Prime Minister Indira Gandhi stayed that night, and for that the whole complex was blacktopped, and so we have to bring those days our materials, and even Dimapur materials were not there. So my father has a stone crusher in Boza National Highway, now 62. So materials were carried, and day and night we work with lighting on. So I'm happy that we have still a relationship with the police, and today I'm proud to say that I'm still in the government. And during my time in office, not only work on it, but as Home Minister and as Chief Minister, we have set up 7 Indian Reserve Battalion. Last was the Mahila Battalion. So I think it gives a lot of employments, many infrastructures done, and for that we are more comfortable in the ratio of police and public. And I'm glad that today we had inaugurated these upgraded facilities and encourage all officers to make meaningful use of the space for greater efficiency, camaraderie, and well-being beyond serving as an official mess. This building also holds the potential to host various programs, as I had mentioned in the inauguration outside, that it's not only for uniforms, but for all friends or our guests who comes. And I'm happy that we have opened the app for even booking the facilities, not only here, but in Delhi and the other facilities created for the police. Well, I'm extremely happy. Today we had this handing over the pensioners benefits and handing over of group terms life insurance to nominees of deceased police personnel under PSP. You will recall when government took a decision that we will disperse salaries through the bank, and also even the students' scholarships, the benefit they should take it through the bank. That was introduced, and slowly it seems like very inconvenient, but why we did that was we have a vision that we should have a bank culture. So from student and childhood, they should manage and deal with the banks so that you will understand the bank relationships. Even for further studies, you can take loan. Or if you finish your educations, then when you need money, you go to the bank. It's not like Naga society. When you need money, you ask your MLA, your minister, your uncle, your auntie. And if they don't give you, you got it. You need money, so you have to go to the bank. And that's how I think today the ecosystem has been built, and digitization and transaction through transfers. I think these are very good practices. And I will also, as mentioned by DGP, we will ensure that we use the best practice of the pensioners and of their benefits. It should be a flawless. You see, we have huge problem of ghost employments, ghost pensioners. There are even rumors that in Nagaland pensioners never dies, because even if somebody dies, it is not reported, and therefore it has to continue to grow. So these are very bad practices. Today I'm happy that bank has come forward and helping the system, starting with police and all the departments they should have. Like you identify your SBI. So you're dealing with their pensions, and therefore you give packages. And all this transaction doing through them, and that's how the bank also realized that they are sharing their benefits to the pensioners, which is a very noble idea. So I hope others will follow suit and will manage, and even the pension papers, there are a lot of pending issues which the widows or the pensioners' family face a lot of problem. It takes a lot of time. And therefore, today, with the cooperations of our bankers and our AG, so I think our people will have more privilege and serving the people, the benefits you get after retirement. That sense of gratefulness will continue to flow. To our esteemed officers, I urge you to continue your journey of service with renewed vigor, discipline, and determination. Let this new facility be a reminder of the trust placed upon you and an inspiration to strive for excellence in every duty you undertake. May your service bring greater pride, honor, and laurels to our state. So far, we are doing very well. So I encourage you that we work together and serve our people. We're proud to say that I think our state has one of the lowest crime rates and also because we are more preemptive and we do a little, a study of intelligence, so that those who are to be committing crimes also, they don't get chance. And those are, crime rate going down means the police are around and the system is there, and that's how it is less. So I congratulate all of you for all these achievements you and your police officers did. So together let us move forward with unity, integrity, and unwavering dedication in the service of our people. Thank you and God bless.